Welcome into the GilTalks Sports pregame show, brought to you by Gilmore Electric Express, and of course with me is an old friend right here, Vinnie Carreon. Vinnie, welcome back to the show.
Hey, thanks. It's always good to have you out at the ballpark, and I appreciate you guys coming out.
I think this is your third visit with us.
I think so, yeah. I feel like it's a weekly deal for us now, so it's good.
It is. I like that. And of course, head coach of the College Station Cougars, or they call it the Cougs.
Yeah, it's kind of our little moniker there.
I'm still not comfortable saying Cougs.
Yeah,
it'll probably grow.
It'll grow on you, yeah. Kids love it, yeah.
Yeah, get that Cougar, that's double syllables.
There you go, that's right, yeah.
Tom doesn't pay me for multiple syllables.
Well, we'll talk to him about that.
So, looking at the standings, you guys are sitting in a good spot.
We are, yeah. We turning over district in the second round at 5-1, and in a good spot. We're a game back at first, and but it's brand new. We got to start it over today and take care of our business so that the games at the end of district really mean something for us.
Now, what do you know about the Cubettes coming in here tonight?
Oh, they do. They're always good. They always play us really hard. Katie does a great job over there. Their kids are going to play hard. They're really proud of being from Brenham and playing Cubettes softball. Really good history of softball over there. So, our first game was a battle, 5-4, that we were able to pull out at the end of it. And, they're not as having the success they normally do, but I know they're going to show up today and play hard.
Well, they're one of those close rivals because Brenham really isn't that far away.
No, it's so the kids, again, like we talked about before, the kids know each other. They play ball with each other in the summertime sometimes, and a lot of the parents have played against the parents from the other side growing up, and so whether it be baseball or softball. So yeah, it's a very familiar rivalry, which happens in areas like this. So it's fun to get over there and play them.
Right. And now you were saying tonight is you had your Teacher Appreciation Day today?
Yeah, we did. It's a good opportunity for us to thank the teachers for what they do for our kids. And we were able to give them a breakfast this morning that Breakfast Tacos La Familia helped and sponsored that for us. And teachers showed up this morning, got some tacos and had a water and hung out with the kids a little bit, took some pictures. And so kids invited them to the game. Hopefully some of them can make it out on a Friday night and watch some good softball.
Well, not only on a Friday night, but a beautiful Friday night.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it doesn't get better than this. We had great weather this spring, and sun go down, it'll cool down a little bit, and it's going to be a great springtime softball weather day.
All right. Well, of course, we wanted to get you on the show before you get really into your warm-ups, and then you're unavailable to me because you got a million hats to wear.
Got to get locked in and ready to go, yeah.
Yeah, we got another radio station here tonight from Brenham.
That's right, yeah. They come out and do their games all the time. It's a good crew. We got them set up with their power and everything, so they're ready to go.
I'm glad I didn't take that center position because I almost did that. And I said, no, I'm just going to stick with my corner position.
That's right. You like being over here and hearing the kids cheer. I know you. Yeah. I know what you like, yeah.
So, but I went over there and welcomed them to the game and everything. So.
Good folks.
It's always nice to see extra media come out, whether it's the newspaper or whatever, and cover you guys.
Yeah, anybody who will cover high school sports and softball in general I'm a big fan of them because it's a great sport and kids are, our kids do a great job, and it's just fun to have them and what they do kind of get put out there in the public and for the public to see kids doing great things.
That's right, like they're looking at you.
That's right.
Vinnie Carreon, ladies and gentlemen, in case you don't know him, head coach of the College Station Cougs. The Cougs.
That's right, the Cougs. Go Cougs.
Go Cougs. All right, and we'll be right back with the other coach, Katie Roberts, right after we stop and hear a word from Gilmore Electric, our presenting sponsor here tonight on GilTalks Sports, the pregame show on bcsball.com.
There are tons of different electric companies to choose from. So how are we any different? At Gilmore Electric Express, we treat your home like it was our own. We know every issue is different, so we personally handpick our technicians to make sure each job is done properly and efficiently. Rest assured, there won't be any surprises when it comes to the cost. You'll see and approve your price, so you know exactly what you'll pay before the work even starts. Our job isn't done until you're completely satisfied. Don't settle for less. Call Gilmore Electric Express today.
Welcome back to GilTalks Sports pregame show, brought to you tonight by the Tilted Pint. With me is the head coach of the Cubettes, Katie Roberts. And Katie, welcome to the pregame show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, of course. Brenham, you're almost like a sister city to us.
Yeah, we don't have very far drive when we get on the bus, so that's actually a nice thing, you know.
Right.
Not far.
And we were talking on the phone earlier today, and it's not your first rodeo here tonight.
What do you mean?
I mean, you've been coaching a minute.
Oh, yeah. What did we decide? 15 or 16? I didn't calculate it, but yeah, for a little while. Yeah.
15, 16. So in that time span, you've seen a lot of innings of baseball.
Absolutely. A lot of fun, a lot of hard, you know. It's been fun to just watch kids grow from, you know, the first year you have them through the 4-year process of each one of them too, and how different teams just gel differently, and you know, or all that. So it's been fun in the last years.
And what's the most rewarding aspect for you?
Really, I just want the kids to grow as good people and, you know, take something from the sport that they can use later in life, whether that be communication skills, you know, having difficult conversations. This sport is really hard, you know, mentally. You fail a lot. So
Well, it's baseball.
right. So just taking those lessons that they learn in this to help them to grow into. We were just talking on the way here, you know, with our coaching staff. One of them, a former cadet, just had a baby, you know, and so we were reminiscing a little bit, and so just, you know, what they can grow from being a Brenham Cubettes and take it into having a successful future, I think is the most rewarding thing as a coach.
And of course, all those seasons, every season is different. Some successes, some not so much. How do you handle that when maybe things aren't going your way?
Well, it's hard, but I mean, I think you just have to tell them we got to keep growing as a team. You know, always try to finish better than you started. And every season has some rough patches, pretty much, unless you're national champions. You know, so. I think just trying to keep into perspective that we want to have a good experience. You know, if you spend every day upset or whatever, it's not fun. And we want this game to be fun, no matter, you know, and that's hard to do sometimes when you're not winning a lot of games. But just trying to get them to put in perspective that they won't ever be able to wear this uniform forever. So take advantage of every day that you get, because at some point you're going to graduate, or it could end with an injury. You never know. So your softball times are limited. So try to make the best of it.
And even next year's team is going to be different than this year's team.
Oh, absolutely. Every time, you know, you get fresh bodies, or even you know, you could lose leadership, for instance, or, you know, lose some very good athletes. That all of those different things happen through the years. So, but yeah, every team is unique in their own way and how they approach the game. And everyday practice, you know.
Now you're coming off of a couple of games where you ran into a little bit of a buzzsaw because you're playing the top teams in the district.
Yeah, we are, and to be honest, we're competing in them, and then all of a sudden it's one inning and then we're out, you know. So like even we played Lake Creek last, which they're dominant, you know, they dominate. And the first 2 innings, I mean, we competed very well, you know, and then it kind of just fell off from there. So I think that's probably the frustrating thing right now for us as a whole is it's usually just 1 inning, you know, that's taking us out.
A couple errors, you leave the door open for them.
Yeah, and that's the game, you know. You got to take advantage of opportunities that are given. So
now you got a couple of sisters playing out there in your infield. Teamans?
Yes, Mackenzie and Allie Teeman. Mackenzie is a senior and Allie is a sophomore.
So they got that third shortstop combination right there for you, holding that down in the infield. And you said you've played with some other sisters before in your career.
Yeah, we've had a few years ago we actually graduated twins. So there's been there's been a few groups of sisters. I mean, I think it's kind of cool. When I played at Brenham, I had twins on my team, and it's interesting to see how each dynamic is different between the ones. But these two, for instance, that we have right now, very close, you know, but they'll also hold each other accountable, and they're honest with each other. They're hardworking kids, very good kids. So I think that helps, you know, them be able to communicate on the field with one another or whatever. They can handle it, and just fun with sisters. Yeah.
All right, well, listen, I want to get a few words with you before the warm-ups continue, and of course the first pitch tonight. Welcome to College Station and your first broadcast here with GilTalks Sports Pregame Show.
Appreciate it, thank you.
All right, so there she is, Katie Roberts, head coach of the Brenham Cubettes, and we'll be right back after a word from the Tilted Pint. Get ready for the player introductions and the opening pitch right here on DCSBall.com. This edition of GilTalks Sports is presented by the Tilted Pint. Established in 2018, the Tilted Pint is locally owned and operated in the perfect place to gather, unwind, and recharge. It's a New World style English pub with a cozy, inviting neighborhood atmosphere, a fun place to meet your friends after work or make new ones.
Good evening and welcome to the Tilted Pint, where we gather, unwind, and recharge. And on the first and third Wednesdays, it's Tilted Trivia. And then on the second and fourth Wednesdays, we still have game night for music bingo.
It's the Tilted Pint, the perfect place to gather, unwind, and recharge. Welcome to the GilTalks Sports post-game show. And with me is the starting pitcher, Addison Shilling, and you were on fire out there tonight on the mound.
Thank you.
Did you feel like you had good command of your pitches?
Yes, sir.
It looked like you got stronger as the game went on.
Yes, I think it was the adrenaline helped me through the bottom end of the game.
Well, at the beginning, you guys took a 1-0 lead, so that kind of helped you build your confidence, I think.
Yes, sir.
When you get some hits behind you and everything. And your infield was fabulous tonight. The fielders, when they did get a hit on the ball, you depend on them to gobble it up and get it over to Litton and make those outs. So several strikeouts for you. What's your favorite pitch that you like to throw?
Probably a drop ball.
Drop ball?
Yes, sir.
I think you got a few of them on swinging at that one.
Yes, I did.
I thought it was a changeup, but I guess that was another. After throwing them some heat, and then they really were off balance looking at that drop ball. So, how much do you practice that? Is that part of your regular repertoire?
I practice pitching about 4 times a week. Or 3 times a week, depending on my schedule, because I also play track.
You also run track.
Yes,
What's
sir.
your event there?
Sprints.
Sprints. Well, I can understand that. You're pretty fast out there on the bases. So, just a sophomore, how long have you been? You played travel ball?
Yes, sir. I've been playing since I was 4 years old.
4 years old, and always a pitcher, or just always worked into that?
I started pitching when I was 7 years old.
And how was that in the early years?
It was hard. I wasn't very great. I could just throw strikes for the most part, and then as I got older and started getting stronger and taller, it started helping me out a little bit.
Well, you mean fastball strikes?
Yes.
Right down the middle?
Yes.
Well, that's a good pitch to have, though, because a lot of the hitters they can't hit the fastball, and so but then when you learn how to mix it up, you become a little more competitive out there. So pitching since you were 7, so what are you now, like 14?
I am 16.
16, okay, well, I'm bad with the math there. But so 16 years old now, so you've been pitching for 7 years.
Yes, sir.
And you're only going to get stronger being a sophomore here. I think Vinnie's got a lot of tread left on that tire that he can run you into your junior and senior year.
Yes, sir.
So what's the best thing you like about pitching?
I like being in control of the game and being able to influence my teammates because my attitude and my effort control the whole game.
And what do you tell yourself? You don't be nervous. What do you tell yourself like when you get behind in the count?
Don't screw up.
Hey, she's a track star.
Yeah, that's what she was just telling me. She runs track too. So you get behind in the count. Don't mess up. But they're kind of. You think maybe they're like looking to walk, and you can fire that fastball in there, and they're just going to be waiting on it.
Yes, that is true. I also, when I get behind in counts, I tell myself I would rather walk them than them get a hit because throwing down the middle, they're more likely to get a hit.
And some of the hitters in this league can really tattoo that ball.
Oh yeah.
and send it over the fence. And that's not a good feeling if you're the pitcher and someone hits a long one.
No.
Well, listen, I wanted to get you on the show and introduce you to the audience, of course, and just a masterful game. Pitch the whole game.
Yes, sir.
Complete game. Is that what you normally like to do?
Yep, that's what I've been doing the whole season.
Yeah, because I think we've seen you one other time. So Just a masterful game today. Got the 4-1 win. Winning pitcher struck. I think I had you for 4 strikeouts. Could be wrong, but something like that. Just a really nice composure out there and business-like attitude. You know what I like is when there's a foul ball or something, Carreon will come over there and get the ball for you, and then give it to you, and you guys have a nice little fun moment there.
Yes. Yes.
So it sounds you guys are good friends.
Yes.
And just having fun out there. And speaking of that, what's the funnest thing that you have about playing softball?
Honestly, just being in a community with my teammates, both inside and outside softball.
All right. Well, very nice to meet you, Miss Shilling.
Nice to meet you.
Starting pitcher, complete game tonight as Lady Cougs defeat the Cubettes 4-1 as they start the second round of District 17 action here. Remember to stay tuned to BCS Ball all through the month of April. We got a whole nother half of the district play coming up. We'll be bringing you all the teams, Consol, the Cougar. Join us each and every week on BCSBall.com. For Tom Turberville, Rusty Shaw, I'm Gil Dominguez. We'll see you next time right here on the GilTalks Sports Show on BCSBall.com. Good night, everybody.